Hey guys, it is Mershd. Welcome back to the channel. Today I've got a bit of a showcase of a team, and the reason I've picked this team to showcase is that I've been using this team for a while, and just feel like this team hasn't really been covered, and it's like a way for people to speed farm Fireknight that isn't involving a Seer and it's not involving Poison Explosion, which are still like two of the fastest ways to clear it, and it also doesn't include like a what's her name? Acrizia. It doesn't include Acrizia either. I'll go ahead and show you the champions that we will be using for the team. We'll start off with Ninja, since he's right at the top. So we've got Ninja, and the stats that I've got for him honestly aren't anything crazy. I have him for my clan boss team, so it's literally just whatever his clan boss gear is. He needs to be at 218 for the clan boss team, but for this he can run just fine. He's basically just there to be a boss killer and to freeze one of the waves leading up to the boss. The second champion that is part of the team, that is like kind of a staple in a lot of clan boss teams, but it's Ghostborn, right? Ghostborn, she has a attacks one enemy once, so it's not really that good for Fireknight. But the reason you bring in Ghostborn is because of this A3, where it's an irresistible decreased defense, which just makes it like 100% consistent, right? There's no chance it will not place. Uh, and he also smacks quite a lot. I don't know if it's a he or a she. I'm assuming it's a he actually because of the aesthetics. With Ghostborn, I've literally just kitted him out in the best damage gear that I could, that I had spare, that wasn't on any of my nukers. So as you can see, it's just kind of like a mix and match, and just giving him enough accuracy that so that he can place his A1 decreased defense. Just because this team does not use any resets, it doesn't need a Kaima, it doesn't need a Renegade or a Yumiko. It literally just cycles through the abilities, and because of the like type of abilities that we have going, it just means that the team can actually just nuke through everything through raw power. The next champion in the lineup is War Mother. War Mother, she is criminally underrated in my opinion. Her bombs have crazy good multipliers, and she can activate it as well with her A3, as long as she is under increased attack, which is what Ghostborn actually provides. So with Ghostborn's A3, it also puts an increased attack on everybody. So not only is it going to increase the damage that we're doing from the bombs, but it enables War Mother to actually be able to activate the bombs as well. And then her A1 is just a multi-hitter, attacks 2 times and puts decreased attack out. Quite a reliable decreased attack as well, actually. 50% across 2 hits, like it's pretty likely that it'll go on 2 coin flips. The fourth champion is going to be, if I can find him, Geist the Gleeful, who is a fusion champion from early last year, and he's kind of similar to War Mother, but a little bit different. So he has an A1 which attacks 2 times. He has a bomb ability on his A2, just like War Mother, but this one sleeps and has a slightly less ratio, or like less like multiplier, I mean. Then the A3 attacks one enemy 2 times. The first hit will detonate all bombs on that target, which is really good. That means that he's going to be able to detonate the bombs on the Fireknight, since the whole idea of this team is that we're actually just going to pop the shield and then not let him take a turn. So we need ways to be able to proc the bombs that we're placing on him. So we've got Gaius and we've got War Mother who can both do that job. And then his passive is not really too relevant, but when he's attacked, he has a 30% chance of placing a bomb debuff on the attacker that will detonate after 2 turns. Fireknight's not going to attack him, so that's not going to be too relevant. But what it does mean is that if the waves do manage to get a couple of attacks in and they happen to land on him, we just get another bomb out on them, and it can, help make up for the gaps in the team. And then the final champion to make it all tick is Allure. So with Allure, I have her at 265 speed, so she's, as far as the laws go anyway, at endgame, she's quite slow. She's got 350 accuracy, just to, enough to make the job work, or like what she's trying to do work. And then it's literally just a case of getting a crit rate up to increase the chances that she can land the turn meter reduction, and then whatever damage we could fit in, right? She's running in 4 pieces of perception, and she's literally only here for this A1. And sometimes this ability is useful for the second wave. Again, just because we don't have any resets, we need to cycle through abilities, and the chance to put a sleep out on them helps us just sort of like tick back round to it, right? So I will go ahead and show you the run, I guess, so you can see how it works. Also, actually, just before I do that, I realized I didn't actually show the damage stats. So with Gaius, we have him at 6k attack. Crit rate and crit damage isn't too impactful. It's just nice to squeeze it in if you can. But it's mainly about the attack to make sure that the bombs do enough damage to actually be able to kill the waves. And same with War Mother. So she's at 5.6k attack, but she's got slightly more crit damage. Just because, I don't know, it was the best build that I could actually get out damage wise. So we've just gone with that. Right, so I'll show you the run now. Okay, guys, so this is the run. I did record it just to make sure, I had it there ready to go. But I'll show you the run and talk you through it as we go, right? So, wave 1. We're going to have Allure going first. She would normally just drop the turn meter. You've got Allure putting out the decreased defense, increasing attack on everybody. The bombs come out, and then War Mother nukes. And the first wave is deleted. Let me just get rid of that sound because it's irritating me. And then it's as I said, it's literally cycling through the abilities. And Ninja is so good in this team because it means on the second wave we can use his freeze just to buy time to get the abilities cycled through again. And it means when we get to the Fireknight, he will have Hailburn back up for the boss for his shield. And then after that, Hailburn is just going to completely nuke the the boss, right? He's the boss killer. That's his job. But we got back through the bombs. We didn't quite one-shot this wave. I need to be able to squeeze in more attack to be able to get this team like fully optimized. I just don't have the gear on my account to be able to do it. But yeah, we have presets for the A1s just to make sure that everybody is using whatever multi-hit abilities they have to burst that shield as soon as possible. And they managed to do it in time for Allure's second cycle, so she can start reducing the turn meter. And then after that, it's literally just placing all the debuffs that we can, and then using War Mother and Gaius to actually go ahead and proc the bombs. And those bombs, with the activation of the bombs combined with Ninja's Hailburn, it just means that we can shred through the HP bar of the boss, no problem. As you see, like big damage coming out from the Hailburn, and Soul Reap finishes the job. Lovely. And as you can see, we finished this in about 1 minute 30, quite consistently as well. I mean, sometimes, depending on RNG, we can take a little bit longer to kill that second wave. And that's, to be honest, the only thing that actually impacts the time. Once I get the attack of War Mother and Gaius, like, I don't know, maybe 1,000 higher on each, we should be able to one-shot the second wave once those bombs actually do end up going on and procking. But considering that we are not using a Seer, and we are not using Elenarl for Poison Explosion, and we're not using any reset champions either, I think this is a really good, quite impressive like speedrun team. And I only realized like quite recently that there isn't any other teams like this out on YouTube, not at least from what I could see. I searched for like bomb teams for Fireknight and I couldn't find anything. So credit if someone else has found this before. I did see this on Hell Hades Optimizer. Somebody had run this team about 3 or 4 times with like I think it was like a 75% success rate. I'm not too sure. But I like the look of the team, and it was the fastest way that I could possibly clear Fireknight with what I had on my account. I do have Poison Explosion, but I have Xavia, and she is like weak affinity for this stage of Fireknight. And I just wanted to try and get a fast team, and it turns out this is the best way I could do it, and I'm not able to get a faster team. But yeah, I hope you guys like the team. Hopefully it provides a different option for people if you were unlucky like myself not to pull a Seer or an Elenarl. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Hopefully you found the team interesting to say the least. Thank you very much for watching. Take care and hopefully see you in the next video. Peace.